Transparency.
All right, let it rip, Swammy.
Okay, everyone, this is my thoughts on this, and I truly believe in my heart that this is actually what happened. Salty is very controversial, and you all know that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's been battling with a certain individual, female. He's been battling with her for a long time.
Well, it's just like me, the steam man. I've been battling a couple people now.
Now, he believes he's involved in an organization.
For 2.5 years. And we got fellow.
I can't confirm it and I can't deny it.
Oh, well.
Then Shit Blake was using Lady Di because he knew there was problems between her and Emo and this money. So he had an opportunity to get content. And she was using it so that she could sting Emo with him on her panel. And she was doing it on purpose because at the same time she was talking to him, she had her phone and she was watching Emo. She was watching his reaction, and the reaction she got was what she wanted. Which, look, I don't blame her for the most part. However, it wasn't just him that was given money. There was two others, maybe three, I don't know. I know for a fact she's told everybody, and all of you, that no money ever exchanged my hands with her, and no money was ever dealt out to Salty Rant. It never happened, and she's told all of you that. But when he got a cheaper refrigerator,
yeah, we know.
He used the money to buy a car.
Yep, he did.
And I think what really set her over the top was when he paid a year for a subscription to
StreamYards.
StreamYards.
Yep.
And I think a few other ones went in on it with him. That really put her over the top.
Oh yeah, I mean she blew her gas.
Then she started her rant about the money on Emo. Well, then Emo retaliated.
Yeah.
Boy, did he retaliate.
Oh God. He did, big time.
Yeah, exposing himself to her.
Oh, my.
I never laughed so hard. I thought, oh, you little shit. But anyway, and then the hateful things he had said to her. This is what transpired Shit Blake to be on her panel. She was using it to get back at Emo. Well, it's no secret that Shit Blake and Salty Rant don't get along. And every time Salty was on her panel, he would jump up there and he'd jump off. Because plain and simple, Salty Rant just didn't want to get into it with him. Well, then one night, it happened. And they went back and forth. And he attacked Salty. And she sat there and didn't do a thing. Of course, Carl was there. Salty jumped off. Then he turned his attention to Carl. 1982, as you all know him. And he went at him. And he berated that boy. And he berated him, and he berated him. And it was bad. I texted her privately, asked her to pull the plug on this. I said, you're letting it go too far. But she wouldn't listen to me. And she let it go on and on and on. Now, she's always said that she would never let anyone attack her mods. But of course, she's going to let him do it. Because she was using him to piss the hell off of Emo. Then there was the thing with this other female. 2 nights in a row, Betsy Peeler was on the panel. And 2 nights in a row, she popped up there. She was spoiling for a fight. And she did just that.
I remember what
She
last
wanted
week's
Betsy.
Bessie was on the panel. Lady died.
Peeler.
And Teresa
Now you
popped
gotta
up.
remember, Betsy's on full-time oxygen. She's in a wheelchair.
And her brother
And her health
is a
is
cop
not
watcher,
that
Spinning
good.
Cobra.
Not good at all.
He's a good cop watcher.
And for 2 nights in a row, I watched Lady Di sit back and watch her lit, that woman, call Betsy Peeler a whore, the C word, the B word, and told her to put a bobber in whatever hole she was speaking out of. And once again, Lady
Yeah, you know
Di
what Teresa
wasn't there for her mom
tried to say about
protect her.
Bessie?
She didn't pull
She
the
was just
plug.
saying, oh, why don't you learn how to use your noise cancellation button when
And-
you're talking? Like, what the heck?
Well, Salty and I, we got a hold of her on a 3-way call, and we jumped on her about this. And I thought we'd gotten through to her that what she did was wrong. Apparently it didn't do any good. At all. She didn't listen to us. That was the 2 series of events. Because then, the 3rd series of event, the last one, Salty had a stream. He had a live stream. Well, the Mike Nelson channel popped up, and he started mirroring the channel. And Salty put out a warning.
Then he
If
promptly
you-
gave him 2 copyright strikes.
Mirror my channel and use my copyright, I will strike your channel.
And he did just
He
that.
warned him. He didn't pull no bones about it. He told him flat out what he would do.
Yeah. A lot of
Hey,
times
Gary.
when Salty goes live, he'll tell you that you
Challenged
have
him.
no permission to
They
use
were
my,
laughing about it
use
on the
my
panel,
stream
about
without
how
my permission.
He was really
Cannot
afraid
restream,
that Salty was going to knock his
rebroadcast,
channel out.
Or reproduce
It wasn't 3 minutes later, his channel
my
went
stuff
down.
without my content.
Now, I'm sorry, folks. When somebody warns you that they're going to do it, you might want to pay attention to it. Well, then he come out with a video. Well, then Lady Di didn't. This was the 3rd event. Now, you got to remember, Lady Di's using him, or she thought she was using him, to get at emo. That's how mad she is at emo. That was the 3rd event against Salty. Then, when he had Earl David Warden, or David Warden as we call him, to do an interview, that was just the excuse she take Salty's wrench. She'd been looking to take it anyway. We knew it. We all knew it. We talked about it. We knew something was up. But then she saw being Betsy in there. And Betsy made a statement about my honey penis. I was just in there trying to control the chat. Lady Di herself was in that chat. She knocked out 2 people while she was in Salty's chat that night. And she goes back over to her. She gets off there and she sits back and she thinks about it. She decided that was just her excuse to knock out Salty wrench, take his wrench. But it wouldn't look good, so she took out me and Betsy Peeler. That was the series of events. We knew what had happened. We weren't dumb. And then she said she took our wrenches to get our attention so we would call her. We tried to call her.
DJ Morris, it took me a while to learn a few things
She
about
wouldn't answer our phone
People will
calls.
kiss your ass, get your help. Then once they
wouldn't
have
call us
milked
back.
it for everything,
Hey,
they
you
will
can say whatever
shit
you
you
want
out.
about Salty
No,
Ranch.
thank you, or kiss my ass. DJ Morris says, Swammy, the part you are missing or haven't touched on, she loves attention.
Of hiding people.
And lives people thinking she
is
the poor old lady.
After she
but
shut
she
the
creates
stream
the
down.
drama.
I mean, flat out accused him. Was totally wrong. She knew it. I'd already told her, so did Salty long before that, who we suspicioned was doing it. But she went ahead and blamed him anyway. She went on the attack on him.
Neela, Sweden says so. Of
course, you know, Salty. He's swinging him. He's going to swing back hard.
Swammy.
And that's where I stepped in.
Neela says she will use everyone she can, and when she's done, she throws him on the bus. Her new toy is Carl. Yep. Then after that, guess what? Guess where her next toy is gonna be? Yeah, Nuck and Fuck.
Now she's
just saying.
I'm sure she's.
I mean, bad enough she's already trying to rail on Michelle
this whole thing
because of her husband.
It was
it's Afro American, and so
we both wrestled. They went days wrestling with it, and then when I knew she was colluding with this other person to go after Salty.
Maybe Lady Lila should go
when I gave Salty
milk
my
up a kiss ass stew. Fungus.
And I said, release the dogs of war. Go for it. You do what you gotta do, bud.
Neela says she took your wrench because you questioned her.
We thought that would get her to stop. Only time will tell, I guess. But anyway, Salty, how do you think that went?
Couldn't have said it better.
You hit down on the head, they're swimming. Perfect.
The more and more I see Nilla Sweden comment, I have to say she's right on the money with this.
Exactly.
She's using everyone she can. When she's done, she throws them under the bus. And then she's like, she took your wrenches because you questioned her. Well, yes, of course I'm going to question her.
Anybody's going to question Lady
You're my friend, and you appear to be a good friend.
Yep.
I'm still going to question things that I hear and see you saying.
And the thing with her is, it's like if you disagree with her, you question her, she's going to yank your wrench and ban you for her stream. She's like, well, you can get the fuck out of my goddamn stream. Get the fuck out of my... Oh, I did. Oh, bitch.
Like the fact that we questioned her, but Swammy was right. A couple months ago, maybe 2-3 months ago, she started to make a change. Like Betsy Peeler says, and I truly believe this, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, she was having some here and fucked up, but when Not Now Maybe Later says there's no true friends on YouTube, I kind of disagree with that, because I have a group of hardcore supporters that support the fuck out of me, but they don't always come in the chat and show themselves.
Neela said the whole thing is sick.
And I talk to every one of these people in person. I know who they are.
Some people say, "Oh, there's no true friends." There's no second friend on YouTube. I disagree with that.
To be here
sure, I mean, some people say disagree with that. I mean, I have some friends on YouTube. I've known for years. For a couple years.
I would put it out.
I have some friends that we associate, that we talk off.
Like I said,
text messages or on the phone or even Facebook.
What we did, but
that I know for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. We share the same
interests. And then I started to grapple with it and have
public transit,
thoughts.
elevators, and trains.
And then when she kept doing what she was doing, well, guess what?
Yeah.
You told me to release the dog's wolf, so I did.
Yeah, release the hound!
Now it's out there. One thing that I put out there is the audio of Swammy talking to Lady Lila, the Queen of Lies, about the racially motivated, bigoted comments she made about Kumanina Ascari's marriage, her husband, her daughter, and her grandchild.
Yep.
No matter what the issue
her husband and the kid.
Sorry, on my level,
the grandkid.
I'm never going to release that video. In fact,
bullshit.
Cut it out.
My business, like, who gives a shit? If a white lady is dating or married to a black guy.
That should be no problem.
I mean, fuck. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I dated two.
It's nice to have
I dated two black chicks in my lifetime.
Anarchic chick, that's not
who gives a fuck?
Question.
I mean, I know there are dudes out there. I dated a chick that half Samoan, half Asian.
Sorry.
I wouldn't answer that either.